Stop letting your old stories hold you back. Every one of us has things that we think about ourselves, beliefs that we hold about ourselves, and what we think is true about our lives. But you see, what we're really doing is we're fulfilling our own prophecy, our own thoughts of what we think we are and what we think we deserve. If you're not moving forward in your life, it's because you're letting your old stories hold you back. How do old stories hold us back? Because they affect our self-esteem. They affect the belief in our minds. They affect what we think we can achieve in life, and they're simply not true. Our old stories are just that. They're stories. Now, if you want, you can continue to repeat these old stories, tell them to yourself, elaborate, embellish, do whatever you want. But the truth is that those old, sometimes hurtful stories aren't going to help you move forward, but they keep you in a state of mind that is that of a victim. You don't want to be a victim in life. So here's the thing. God gave us this capacity, right? This mental capacity to really make a change like that. Think about it. You honestly have the capability within you to change everything in your life right now. Sometimes I went on vacation and, rent a house or a condo and everything would be furnished, and I would kind of laugh to myself and think, I could just leave all my possessions behind and settle down right here with a brand new life and I'd be fine. But sometimes we're so hooked into our stories about ourselves that we can't be free. But we need to be free. We need to understand that the thoughts that we think every single day about our life, about ourselves, about our possibilities, those stories that we're telling ourselves is how our life is going to manifest. If you want to manifest something great, you're going to have to start creating new stories. Now, I'm not saying to disregard the past, because everything that we've ever experienced, of course, makes us who we are. But don't get so victimized by your story that you're not able to let it go, that you're not able to imagine and experience something else because you're too hooked into your past story, your old story that's not serving you anymore. You are not alone in your experiences of life. There's many people who have very similar stories. But it's your choice if you decide to forgive, to dig deep, to really glean the lessons in those experiences, or if you choose to harbor resentment, anger, fear, hatred. That's your choice too. But if you choose to do that, those old stories that you continue to make yourself a prisoner of are not going to allow you to move forward. And if you really want to move forward, you have to create new stories for yourself. And it starts right here, the thoughts that you think. Use positive affirmations to start visualizing and envisioning and repeating to yourself, creating a new record, a new story of what you want in your life. You're the only one who can do this. Nobody's going to come and save you from your own life. God allows us to live our life in any way we choose. If we choose to ignore our spirituality, ignore our spiritual side, ignore any connection, that's our free will to do so. But I'll tell you what, life is so much richer when you incorporate that spiritual side of you, of who you are. We have a body. We are not a body. We're a spirit. But we have a body. And we are given free will to do exactly as we want to. But as we focus more and more on the spiritual, more and more joy comes in. And we begin to learn to forgive, to let go, to let things be as they are when they're out of our control. Because really, there's a certain amount of things that are within our control, a certain amount of things that we can do, and then there's things that are beyond our control, right? Things that happen for sometimes our greater good, sometimes, we're still pondering the lesson in that. But the truth is that we learn so many things when we dig deep. Dig deep into our value system, who we are, what defines us. And if you don't like the story that you've been telling yourself, then change it. Real talk, my friends. Don't let your old stories hold you back. Enough of that. Spend time each day developing yourself. Read, learn, listen to motivational speakers. Be with people. Focus on authenticity. Being your best self. Don't be afraid of what other people think. You could be afraid of what other people think your whole life. And there's always going to be people who don't enjoy who you are, but that's okay. Because there's a lot of people who will. You're not meant for everyone. But if you start shining your light and you start letting go of the past hurts and focusing on the positive, on what you want, focusing on joy, focusing on happiness, focusing on giving your gifts to others freely without expectation of return, that is living your best life. And that is where you will find so much joy. You won't know what to do. That's living in the flow. So don't let those old stories that you tell yourself hold you back. You're so much more.